Hey everybody, how you going? So, Bad Granny Season 2 is ready to roll. I hope you're all ready. I know a lot of people are waiting and saying, boy, when are you going to get going? And we all want motorbikes, we want off-road, and we've seen you doing this and we've seen you doing that. Well, it started, so get ready. So, basically, this one is two-wheel granny, and we're going to be all about motorbikes. So we're going to have dirt bikes, we're going to have some cruisers, and we're going to have some Italians. Italians are nice. Expensive, rare, but hot. Hot stuff. Nothing like a hot Italian. I decided to come up to Indian Trail. I spoke to Dougie and he arranged a little crew. And the guys you saw up here, they normally ride the track. They're all track bikes. We normally ride in the forest on trails and stuff like that. All bikes are licensed for the road and thing. But we decided to come up here and we could show a lot of the little fellas that ride, the older fellas that ride, the girls that ride, that kind of thing. Show people the trail. It's a fun sport to get into. A lot of dads and sons get into it, or dads and daughters, or moms and daughters. They come up for the day, they cook, they lime, watch the kids ride. Well, all little boys like motorbikes. All. Every single one.
My name is Michael Jordan. I've been riding for about 10 years now.
My name is Zach and I've been riding about 4 years and I'm 16 years old.
Daniel Owen. I've been riding for 8 years. My dad got me into riding.
He started when he was about 5. I bought a dirt bike for him when he was 5 and he grew out of that one and I bought one for him, 85, a bigger one. So, and he needed company to ride, so that's why I decided to buy a dirt bike.
Dougie McLean, I've been riding off and on for the past, I would say about 8 years. I have a Yamaha WR250F. It's not really a track bike, it's more a trail bike, so I can ride it on the road and in the trail and come out here on the track and have fun. I've been around bikes almost my whole life. My two brothers, elder brothers, have had motorbikes and friends, so I've always been around bikes.
Well, when I was younger, I always wanted to get a bike. And I had to beg my dad for about 2 years. And then I got a little small Kawasaki and I started riding that.
I come out here whenever he wants to come and we have fun together. Instead of doing bad things, we come out here and have fresh air and good fun.
There are times in life when it's wrong and right. No time to decide.
When you ride, just imagine the best feeling you could get in your life. Something that's just absolutely amazing times infinity. That's what it feels to be clipping some last night.
Don't be wrong and wrong. Don't be wrong and wrong.
Well, if it's something you want to get into and it's something you really like, just pour your heart and soul out to it, just like anything else you'll do. If you want to be the best, practice as much as you can, be safe, have the proper gears and ride on, have fun.
You just got into a car accident. Now you have to fix it and you don't have a cent. Don't worry, be happy. Your home got flooded out and you've lost it all, and chances to recover start to look very small. Don't worry, be happy.
Want to live the worry-free life today? Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt. Beacon Insurance. Switched on.
So we're going to do a little race. Everybody's going to line up. We're going to do a start, and we have like 3 or 4 laps of everybody, all the little guys, all the older fellas, everybody on the track. So this is what we're going to show you now. Everybody's lined up. There's going to be a start. We've got Kimmy to start everyone. You know, it's some good fun. Watch out, it has some nice little jumps in it too.
Well, boy, there's no feeling like riding. It's actually a feeling you can't explain. It's just being free on the bike, having control of this machine between your legs, I guess if you want to call it that. The power, just a freedom, the wind in your face, everything. Just an awesome feeling all around.
Fear is a factor when it's something new or challenging that you've never done before, but that's what makes it exciting. If you ride the same thing over and over, it's not fair, it's more just you know exactly what you're doing and you're doing it. But when it's something new, that's exciting, and the fear is part of the excitement.
When you ride in a car, any fear, if you have fear, that's when you're going to hurt yourself and get injured because you're going to be frightened. So you have to be confident on that bike and just confident you can all the time.
It's a fun sport to get into with the family, you know, and the kids love it. It is a little dangerous like any other motorsport, but once you have the correct gear, helmets, and you pad it up and stuff, it should be alright, you know.
Well, after I came off this jump, my front tire just kind of swiggled and I fell. I mashed my
arm. Young Owen took a fall today, which you will see, and he landed hard and he got back up and rode out of it. You know, his ankle was hurting a little bit or something, but that just shows you that once you have the right gear and stuff, it's not that bad, it's pretty safe.
riders are now starting up, I think, you just have to ride. If you just ride all the time, you get better. Practice makes perfect. So that's true for motocross. The more you ride, the better you get. So the more you can ride, just keep doing it.
So the day is wrapping up. We've been finished riding. Everybody's had a lot of fun. I think motorbiking, or even bicycle riding or stuff, mountain biking, anything like that, any sport like that is really good for kids. It helps build the family unit. It's really safe. Motorbike riding, once you have the right gear and you do it in a proper environment. Kids fall all the time, but they have helmets on, gear, chest protectors, padding, knee protectors, legs, boots, everything's padded up. So they get to fall long and they get to learn how to ride, balance, all that kind of stuff. So they do decide to ride a motorbike later on in life. They understand, all the dynamics in it. And riding on a track helps a lot with balance and control. So it's really good to get into, dads on their sons, dads on their daughters. Once you pad them up properly and get them a little bike and start them off, it's pretty cool to do.
You just got into a car accident. Now you have to fix it and you don't have a cent. Don't worry, be happy. Your home got flooded out and you've lost it all, and chances to recover start to look very small. Don't worry, be happy.
Want to live the worry-free life today? Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt. Beacon Insurance. Switched on.
Hi everyone, our tip segment today is about steering components, rod ends, steering ends, rack ends. Now you might ask, why do I want to know about steering parts? But it's very important. If you get an imitation one or a bad one, right, they can fail on you going on the highway at 80k and you can run off the road and you can never get home. So they're very important. I brought Marcus to tell us all about it. He's a professional, he knows exactly how to spot fake ones and real ones.
If it's in a silver box, it is not real 555 products. Second, all 555 products have a barcode and a hologram. If the barcode is colored out, then it has been brought into the country illegally and 555 cannot vouch for the product. Third, the shape of the logo. 555's logo must fill the oval completely. If it looks like that, it's not real.
So if it's white or red, it's good.
It's fine if it's white or red, but the fives must fill the oval completely. And this is the difference of the internals between a real and a fake 555 product. A real 555 product uses Teflon bushings and it fills the cavity completely, giving you a solid feel and a longer lasting part. The not genuine product uses plastic bushings inside.
But I'll crack.
Yes, the plastic cannot take the amount of wear and tear that the Teflon takes. It breaks more easily, the part fails, and you're done.
You're done. So this will last 6 months and this will probably last 2 years. 2 years, 2 years. Thanks, boy Marcus. That's good. Brought to you by Brad Ganning and Lange Trinidad. Yeah, so we've been to the track. We saw all the dirt bikes, all the 2-strokes and the 4-strokes. And now we've come to see road bikes. We've come to talk to John here.
Hey, morning. How are you going, man? Everything
good? Good. How is everything?
Hey, dear man.
He's a bit of an expert on motorbikes, especially Triumphs. He loves Triumphs. So we've come to see him about that and get a little knowledge off of him.
It's called the Sprint. It's 1,050 cc's, 3 cylinders across the frame transverse. And it's called a ST 1050, the Sports Tourer. This motorcycle today will be over the region of about $110,000. It is equipped with ABS, anti-lock braking, right? It's liquid cooled. The exhaust exits on top of here rather than traditional underneath. It's a beautiful motorcycle. More people die in cars than motorcycles, but people still go back out and buy cars. You know? Yes, if you get reckless, you will pay the price. You go buy a bike, you buy the kit. It's for your safety. If you have children starting from small in motocross, is where they start and graduate, you should outfit the kids. You know, don't buy a little motorcycle for your kid and say, you have a motorcycle, come boy, let's go ride in Savannah or whatever, and you did not buy him proper attire. That is a no-no. This is the Triumph Truckster 900. It's a twin-cylinder 900cc motorcycle, and it's similar to what you would have modified your bike to look like and work like in the 60s. It was reintroduced by the new Triumph firm with all new technologies, overhead cams, twin overhead cam engine, special clutch, disc brakes front and rear. The design is typical of what they call cafe racer styling. In other words, individuals would have done this to their own bike to make it different to someone else. Triumph gave you it done already, so you don't need to go through that anymore. Someone in the region about 40, between 35, 50 years old, they'll buy these kind of bikes. This is the Triumph Rocketry. It's the largest production motorcycle in the world. It's 2.3 liters or 2300 cc's, which is more than many motorcars on the road. It's 3 cylinders inline, whereas those are twin cylinders across, transverse. This one is inline with the frame. As you can see, the 3 exhaust pipes there. It is shaft driven. It has double disc brakes at front, single disc brake at the rear. It puts out in the region of about 130 horsepower. Ideally, this bike is for long hauls. You're going on long trips. This bike will travel for days in comfort. There are 2 of these in Trinidad in living rooms, so it's a talking piece. But these are rideable motorcycles. They're made to be ridden. This is the Speedmaster. The same 900cc engine as the Truckster, except it has been detuned to produce the power lower down the rev range. And it allows women to ride it because their inseam will be shorter and they could touch the ground. It's what they call a custom cruiser. This has a what they call a bump seat. This is off at the moment, right? But there is a bump seat for the passenger. You don't want your wife to see your motorcycle have a saddle at the back. She will think, hello, you picking up somebody. So you stick it off. You know what I mean?
Today is such a beautiful day that I'm not inclined to find a word to say.
You just got into a car accident. Now you have to fix it and you don't have a cent. Don't worry, don't worry. worry, be happy. Your home got flooded out and you've lost it all, and chances to recover start to look very small. Don't worry, be happy.
Want to live the worry-free life today? Call us at Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt. Beacon Insurance. Switched on.
We're leaving the Brits now and we're heading over to the Italianos, Buongiorno, Ducati. We're going to see some sexy lines, some sweet machines. You know, the Italians, they love the style, and they love the class, and that's what they do. They build these things, these amazing creatures that we get to drive or ride. So let's go and check them out.
I was born and raised with a motorcycle in my life from the ages of 8 and 9. Always had a motorcycle in my life. This is a 2000 model. It's a 996, which is 1000 cc. It's a V-twin engine, so it's only 2 cylinders, 2 pistons. It's a single-sided swing arm. Most motorcycles have the swing arm has two ends where the wheel will go in the center. This one, you can notice, it doesn't. You see the chain on one side and then the wheel on the next side. Double exhaust going up the tail. It's a monoposto, which means it's a single-seater. 1000 cc, raw power. You can hear me coming from a mile away. It has a tubular chassis, and that's another thing with Ducati. If you look at the frame carefully, it's all tubular chassis, so it's all welded together by tubes. It has a lot of carbon parts. It has a dry clutch, which means there is no fluid in it. There is no oil to keep it lubed, so it bites. It bites. It's a very it can be very unforgiving on cornering, especially if you're not familiar with a dry clutch and you get down on a corner too sharply, or you release that clutch too sharply on a corner, your back wheel is going to lock up and you're going to go and hit that ground. You're going down. It's not a toy. This bike is capable of going anywhere from 170 miles an hour to 180 miles an hour. I have gotten it, okay, maybe I haven't gotten it up to 170 or 80 miles an hour, but it is capable of doing those kind of speeds. But you need to be careful. Always keep that in mind. Always be careful. Always be cautious on the road. Keep your eyes on. When you go on a motorcycle, you're not just riding a bike, you're riding and you're driving for everyone on the road. Because the reason for that bike behind there is I lost my best friend and my cousin on that identical bike, and that is just to represent and to keep his memory alive. He first rode a road bike, the same bike my brother bought, the R.I.P 350, and he came over And that night, I wasn't there that night, but my brother told me about it. And he jumped on that bike. And like I said before, you have to be careful because you could think you could ride motorcycles, dirt bikes your whole life. But you jump on a road bike, it's a different thing. And that's exactly what he did. He jumped on a road bike and he ended up riding straight into the back of a car. But besides that incident, that's where the passion began for road bikes. And years after that, he went to Florida to study art. That's where he purchased his first bike. And it was this exact bike. He actually brought the life of motorcycles back into our life. And, well, back into my life. Because when he returned to Trinidad with his Ducati, I actually had off-road bike. I sold that thing instantly and I went out and buy the nearest, the fastest road bike I could get. And it was a Kawasaki 600 GPZ. Nothing compared to the bike he had. However, it was a road bike, and rather than me following him around on a dirt bike, I had my own road bike and we moved together. And that's when our bond really became strong, you know? And the night he died, that was the night I was supposed to go riding with him. But I fell asleep. And he was outside my house, but I was asleep. And he went his way. And he died that night on his bike.